Thanks. As we've seen, today's decision has drawn a wide range of emotions, not only for people who live in Kentucky, but right here in southeast Wisconsin.
So joining us today, psychologist Kweku Smith. Help our viewers understand the range of emotions that people are feeling with this announcement, those who have been supporting the cry for justice in Breonna Taylor's death.
Yeah, that's a great question because you say, what are the range of emotions? But you have to look at who are the people you're talking about because we're a very divisive country at this time. But for those who have been on the side, been championed, been just there for Breonna Taylor, it's just like March 13th again. It's another killing. It's salt in the wounds. It's a very hurtful time because you're saying, what must we do for justice? This was a young lady who was sleeping in her house, defended by her boyfriend. And now there's no justice. And the way that they do it so cavalier is absolutely amazing. Then just to see now exactly what's going on in Louisville, they knew what was going on. And so what did they do? They started to prepare. And now they're arresting the people who were just doing what their First Amendment rights of protesting very, very peacefully. So it gets very frustrating. So the emotions range from anger to sadness to frustration to confusion to numbness.
So, Dr. Smith, as we watch some of the video from the protests, we know what we have seen here in Milwaukee with peaceful protests surrounding Black Lives Matter, and now this decision coming down in Kentucky. Take us through those ranges of emotions and how those could be played out now, knowing what is going to happen in Kentucky.
But you know what? I hope Milwaukee and I hope Kenosha is looking because this is what's going to happen here in a few weeks and a few months when those decisions come down. We already know what's going to happen. The protests during the day are always going to be peaceful. They're going to be calm. But after 9 o'clock, that's where then some of the other things are going to happen. And how can you deny those people the right for what they feel? This is just another slap in the face. And it's only so long that you can get people until they feel like Patrick Henry, where it's give me liberty or give me death. And so when you say, well, what is going to happen there? Nobody can actually say, but we know that what's going to happen is not good. And that's why they're already barricading the city. That's why they have the National Guard. People are tired. People are frustrated. And, Martin Luther King long ago said, a riot is the voice of the unheard. Well, people are going to be heard, and these riots are going to turn into different things, and not just the burning of property and things of that nature, but it's going to get louder in so many other different ways and where it cannot be ignored anymore.
Really quickly, if you can say it in just a few seconds, Kweku, could you tell people who want to have a better understanding of this what they can do in this whole conversation of frustration?
Well, you know what? The first thing what you got to say is you can talk to people and try to get a full understanding. And just looking at TMJ4 comments line, you can see that people are on so many different sides of the spectrum. What we want to do is talk, be able to engage in civil discourse. And then what we want to do is to make sure that everybody goes to vote. And we want to vote for compassion. We want to vote for love. We want to vote for those who can make sure that those things happen. So when disorderly things happen, the law can be the right place for things to be resolved.
Dr. Kweku Smith, thank you for always bringing your perspective to the TV.